Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday night. It's okay. I just took a pain pill. If that tells you anything about my day. Well, what was I going to say? I could say senior moment, but I got 5 years before I'm considered a senior citizen. Oh, 5 whole years. Anyway, went to my regular doctor today and got my B12 shot and a non-narcotic pain shot because, well, there's blood every time I go to the bathroom, and so I'm in pain, quite a bit of pain. So, but I was way overdue for my B12 shot that I'm supposed to get every month because of the weight loss surgery. I know a lot of people think I can just take B12, but because of having gastric bypass surgery, my body no longer absorbs B12 the same way as if I could take a B12 pill. It won't absorb that way. It only will absorb if I get it in a shot form. So therefore I have to get monthly B12 shots. Sorry, I just heard something. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. That wasn't nothing. Everybody's okay. Back this up a little bit. Anyway. And of course, when I got up and jumped up like that, I suddenly had to pee again. Ow. Here come both dogs. I don't have anything to eat. Go lay down. I don't mean to be sounding grumpy. Oh, well, my doctor was pretty good. I guess I must be, I must have looked like a train wreck when I went in there, even though I was freshly showered and my hair was freshly blow dried. And my doctor's office, the nurses cracked me up when they got to me. When I walked in there, it was like 10 till noon, and I did a walk-in. I didn't have an appointment, but due to the snafu with my insurance card, I had to give them my new insurance card information, so they entered that into the computer, and the girl said, well, we don't start taking folks again till 12:45 or something like that, and I said, and I had brought a crochet project with me, so I said that's okay. I said, I'll wait, and I was pretty well in pain because I hadn't taken anything for pain yet. I hadn't been up too long when I went, and so just long enough to get a shower, drink a protein shake, and brush my teeth and go, and so I was signing in, and I told the girl, I said, I'm sorry if you can't read my writing. I said I'm in pain. I don't feel good. And when I told the girl I'd wait, I happened to notice that Dr. Gibson was sitting behind her at a desk with a stack of folders in front of him, patient files. And he turned around and he looked at that young lady and he says, Miss Carter will not be waiting till 12:45. He said, I will see her right away. Y'all go ahead and weigh her and stuff. And I just kind of like, okay. And so the nurses came around and they took a look at me and they were like, what happened to Miss Carter? Miss Carter, who's this skinny woman? And they just started oohing and ahhing over my weight loss, and apparently I've lost another 17 pounds since the last time I was there. And I was like, oh yeah, I said I broke 300 now, and she said, I guess you did. And I said I wish I felt good enough to celebrate that. I said, but these kidney stones have got me all messed up. And so they did what they needed to do, weighed me, checked my blood pressure, and took blood for a A1C check, which is standard for my particular health, because even though my diabetes is in remission now, because my A1C is like 5.0 or something like that. It's that's that we went over that last time. So no more diabetes for me. but they still check it. It's just standard for them to poke my finger and check that. And so and then they took me back there, and I talked to him and told him what I needed, and he said, "You want a non-narcotic pain shot?" And I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "With my B12, and then I said, I need some more pain medicine because I'm almost out of the stuff that the ER gave me. And I said, I need some more nausea medicine because I'm struggling with nausea. I said, my appetite's in the toilet." I said, I'm just not eating. I said, the only thing keeping me afloat is protein shakes. I said, and fruit, which is one of the few things that my stomach can tolerate. And since I don't dare eat salad again after ended up with dumping syndrome because I ate too much salad. I was just eating salad like 2 or 3 times, a couple of times a day. And the next thing I know, I ended up with dumping syndrome. And that was not fun. And so Imodium, the medicine Imodium, I lucked out and had some of that on hand. I normally wouldn't have had that because I usually have the opposite problem. But I had some, and it helped me and fixed me right up. But yeah, that kind of took the wind out of my sails, that whole dumping syndrome business. I didn't know that that's what it was going on until it just didn't seem to stop. And oh, it is what it is. But now he gave me a shot in each hip, my B12 and my pain shot, and then he gave me some prescriptions and sent me on my way with an appointment to come back next month. And I was in and out of there in less than 45 minutes. So you can't beat that for service. You really can't. And he's such a handsome and sweet doctor. He's been my doctor for about 3 years. And I wouldn't trade him for nothing in this world. I really wouldn't. He's the doctor that helped me get my disability because he kept having me come back every week for a while until he got me, ironed out health-wise. He's the one diagnosed me with the COPD and helped me get to a lymphedema specialist and, a bunch of other stuff that I needed doing. And he just, he kept having me come back every week until, he got everything lined out. And because I had to keep going to the doctor, once a week for like, Lord, I don't know how many months, that history is what got me my disability finally after 5 years of fighting for it. And so yeah, I'm a loyal patient of his for a while, until he retires probably. And I'm sure that's probably why a lot of people are loyal patients of his, because he's just that good. He's loyal to you, he cares about people. So, enough to not have me wait in the waiting area while he went through files. Because I was the only patient in the place at that time. There wasn't nobody else there. There wasn't another car in the parking lot when I pulled up either. So, anyway, but that's enough of a health update. That's all I got to report on that deal. I'm still last night I had to take 1.5 pain pills before I could even get things under control to where I could go to sleep. So it's been bad. It's been bad, and I got like 12 days left before surgery. It's coming Tuesday for all my pre-op stuff. Early in the morning, like 7:30 in the morning, I got to be there. I don't know why they got me coming so early. I hate. It's almost like what would be the purpose of me even going to bed to have to be there so early, because I'm a night owl. So I mean, my bedtime is usually 3 in the morning. If I got to be there at 7:30, that means I got to go to bed at 10 o'clock. So yeah, that means like 0 caffeine that day before. 0, because if I have any caffeine at all, I won't sleep. I have to do something to wear myself out so that I can actually sleep. But sorry, there was something turned over on the floor. But I did have enough. I had some, mystery bags sold, and I got 6 left. So if anybody's still interested, I have 6 mystery bags left. Mystery yarn bags left. Yes, at $70 each for the lower 48. Just email me. My email will be in the description box. It'll be the first thing you see in the description box. I have 6 left. I have the ones that I've sold. I have those packaged and ready to go in the mail tomorrow. Me and John are going to go mail those. And I got all that packaged up, ready to go. So there's that. This is pretty much the only thing I've been working on lately. And I've come pretty far with it. I don't remember. I think I was just too... I hadn't gotten this far last time y'all saw it. But the ones of y'all that are in the general chat on the Facebook page have seen a picture of this. But this is where I'm at with the granny square throw. I made 12 squares. I made 12 that look like this with just one row of black on the outside. Which side? I got it on the wrong side. Anyway, I made 12 squares. So that made me 3 rows of 4. Because I just wanted it throw blanket size to go over the back of this chair. And, you know, and then when the winter hits again, I can pull it off the back of the chair and then lay it over my lap. And so what I'm going to do, well, I've already went 2 rounds with the pink again. This is, and in case you're new, welcome. The yarn I'm using, this is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby in the hot rose. Let me double check that. I just played, yeah, hot rose, and I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. And this is Bernat. This is a Bernat yarn, value yarn in the color ultraviolet. This is Bernat value yarn in the color sapphire. And this is Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby in, what is this? Sun Gold. Sun Gold. And then, of course, this is I Love This Yarn in black. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 rounds each of this color and this color again. I got about just enough to do that. And then I'll do quite a few rounds in the gold. And then I'll finish it off with a round or 2 of black. And then it'll be done. Because it's pretty good size. I mean, I didn't measure it, but it's a pretty good size blanket. So I figured, you know, two more rounds of each in the purple and the sapphire, and then several rounds of the gold, and 1 or 2 rounds in the black, and that should do it. And this will be my jewel tone throw, granny square throw. And I think it's pretty. I think the black outline around the squares like that, I really think it makes the colors pop. I really do. I think it really makes those colors pop. And I think once I get it done with the rounds going around it, I think that will that, you know, when I do the border in black, you know, when I finish it in black with the final round in black, I think that will really, you know, make the colors work together that way. Yeah. And surprisingly enough, this yarn here, now every other color I've worked with in the Crafter's Secret has been super squishy and soft, but this worked up in texture wise like a Karen 1-pounder. Normally this yarn is super kind of almost a silky and soft. Not saying that it's not soft, but it's more thicker and sturdier, like a Karen 1-pounder. I guess it's the color, because like other colors that I've worked with, like the cranberry color and the cobalt color, and there's a color called Pavement that's a gray color. Those were like silky and soft and smooth running, but this was more of a stiffer, a more sturdier feeling yarn, you know. And so it was not as smooth, and it just it felt like I was working with Karen 1-pounder. And I'm not that I mind working with Karen 1-pounder. I have some Karen 1-pounder, and I like the yarn, Maybe not as much as Juan likes that yarn, but I like the yarn just fine. I really like Crafter's Secret Big Idea. That's probably my preferred big, what I call my bigs. Like when me and John were going through my yarn boxes and we opened a box that had nothing but these in it, I call them my bigs. I said, oh no, we're not doing anything with the bigs. Big ideas. No, I don't get rid of my bigs. So that's what I call them. I call them my bigs. But this is the first time that I had worked with this particular color, and it was a little more sturdier, a little more stiffer, just a little stiffer in the working of it. But I mean, not bad. I didn't mind it, but it was not as soft as some other colors. So it's got to be in the dye, because every other color that I've ever worked with this particular line of yarns has been much softer. And you'll get that with some yarn, like even the black in the I Love This yarn is softer than this, and black typically is your stiffer yarn, because it's just a heavier color. But no, of course, and I got, it was 810 yards. And so I didn't even have to bust into a second skein of any of the other colors. I just used one skein of each of the other colors, because I only made 12 squares. And so that's, and because my squares were, I did 2 rounds of each color on each square. And so my squares were big, so I only needed 12, because I'm only making a throw blanket size. I wasn't making a real big size blanket. So, I didn't need a big size blanket, so I didn't need any more squares than the 12 I made. I was kind of batting back and forth. Do I make more squares so that I can have a particular fixed number? Because I do have a thing about numbers. Like 7 is God's number, so I was thinking of three rows of 7. To make it symmetrical or whatever. I don't know. And then I got to thinking, oh, these are really big squares. And so when I got the 12 made, I laid them out, and I was like, 3 rows of 4 is fine. There's no reason to, do more. So, and I got this much left of the, sapphire, this much left of the ultraviolet, and this much left of the pink, the rose. So I think this will go 2 rows, and this will go 2 rows, and we'll be golden. And then I'll go as many rows. I'm thinking 4 rows of this. That would be fine, and then I'll ball the rest of it up and add it to the scrap yarn project that I have not started yet. And I apologize. I got all excited about a make along, and then I've fallen down on the job and haven't even started mine. I apologize, y'all. But once I get done with this one, that's my next start. I'll probably be done with this in the next day or 2. And that's my next thing to start. And I'm not going to do like a whole bunch of squares like this. I'm not going to make individual squares. I'm just going to grab and do 2 strands at a time, and just do big granny squares, and probably do like 48 by 48 inches, something in that range, or 40 by 40, something along those lines in sizes. I'm not going to make really big ones, because I'm going to probably be donating mine to the animal shelter. So I'm going to, just make like dog bed mats, thicker dog bed mats, so I'm not going to make them super big. I'm just going to make them big enough for a dog to lay on. So that's why I'll probably be making multiples. And but it'd be interesting to see what the color combinations come out with using my scrap yarn. I look forward to seeing that. But yeah, that like I said, I should be done with this in the next day or 2. I think my arms have about had enough today, between putting all these squares together today, and then crocheting around them for a couple of rounds in the pink, and then taping up, and because I double bag those packages, those yarn pack, those mailer bags, I double bag those and then tape the dickens out of them. So, and I had some zero sugar pecan what are these cookies? Sorry, shortbread cookies. This is what I had. Yeah, this is what I had. They got these. I got these at Walmart. Y'all know. Y'all. I'm sure that those of you that have a sweet tooth like me know what pecan sandies are. The cookie pecan sandies. These taste exactly like pecan sandies. Exactly like them. And those are one of my favorite. Usually I get pecan sandies during the holidays, and that's usually my holiday cookie. But this tastes almost identical to a pecan sandy, only it's not as sweet. So it's just not overly sweet, which I like, because once you've gone without sugar, like I didn't have like any sweets whatsoever for the first like 2.5, 3 months after my surgery. I didn't have any kind of sweet. I didn't allow myself sweets. I just, went cold turkey sweet without sugar type stuff. And so I'm just now in the last month or so allowing myself sweet. And so this is nice, because once you do that, once you remove sweet, then you start eating the things that have sugar. If you allow yourself to taste things with sugar in it, things could be come across as too sweet. Like some of those flavored waters that we get, like the peach flavored one. Oh no, that's too sweet. It comes across as too sweet. That's why I like the strawberry water, because it's not too sweet. It has it's just perfect. It's the perfect It's the perfect flavor. It's has the perfect amount of sweetness in it. But just some things that they put fake sweetener in, they overdo it. They just overdo it. And typically peach flavored things are usually a little too sweet anyway. They go a little overboard. So I no longer like peach flavored things. I like canned peaches. I like the actual peach. And so I've taken, and that's one of the few things that the brat, also, aka my new stomach, likes, is canned peaches. So I will get a can of peaches and drain off all the liquid off of them, and then eat the can of peaches, and that'll be like a snack for me. And lately that's been a meal to me. I'll eat that instead of regular food, because my stomach doesn't like regular food very much, and because regular food is usually like a can of soup. Johnny made spaghetti for him and Will tonight. I can't eat that. It has tomato sauce in it, and my stomach doesn't like tomato sauce or tomatoes or ketchup, or you get my drift, right? So yeah, but so eating has been difficult lately, because I think the kidney stones have just my pain level has been so high that it's twisting my stomach and keeping me from being hungry and keeping me from having much of an appetite. So that's why I've been relying on the protein shakes to keep me from keeling over. The nurses were like, "How are you doing it?" And I was like, "Protein shakes." I said, "Because I sure can't exercise. I don't have any energy to exercise right now." I said, right before the kidney stones hit, I had like loads of energy, and I was like almost running circles around Johnny. But and then the kidney stones hit, and then wham, I'm zapped. I'm stationary in this chair most of the time. So it's crazy. I do have a theory about these kidney stones and what the reason they hit. I think maybe the sudden weight loss, caused them to drop out of my kidneys, the stones. I think maybe the fat, the body mass fat, was holding the stones in place. And then when suddenly that fat was no longer there, bloop, they dropped out. That's a theory. It's just a theory. But I think maybe I'm gonna Google that. What do y'all think? I think, you know, and I've had some comments from people that said that they didn't get the weight loss surgery because they didn't want it to cause problems with kidney stones. So I'm gonna have to Google that. But I'm hoping, my hope and my prayer is that once I have these kidney stones removed, that maybe this will be it for a while. That maybe these will be it for a while. And that's my prayer. That's my hope. That maybe this will be it for a while. That maybe all this suffering that I've been doing these last by the time I get the surgery, will be almost 2 months. Because I went the first part of February, to the ER, thinking all I had was a UTI, and turned out I had kidney stones and an infection. And then went through all that pre-op stuff just to be left on a waiting list and forgotten about. And then the first part of this month went back to the ER because the pain had cranked back up, and ended with another infection. And then, you know, got admitted and had stents put in both kidneys. And since, you know, coming home from that, happening, I know that I'm pretty certain that I had a stone fall out of the right kidney. So now I'm hurting on both sides. Well, first I was just hurting on the left side. Now I'm hurting on both sides. So that's what's really kicking my butt, is that I'm not just hurting on the left side, I'm hurting on both sides. So that's what's really draining me. So, it's one thing to hurt on your left side, and you can kind of deal with that. But when it's hurting on both sides, this is the first time it's hurt on both sides, and it's just a lot to take. It really is. I'm normally a pretty tough person, but to hurt on both sides at the same time, it's a lot. So, but I know y'all are in my corner, and y'all are praying for me, and I really, really appreciate that. And I know Jesus has got me, and I know that. It's just sometimes I just need to vent, and I appreciate y'all listening and watching. And I will get through this. Hopefully I'll have more regular content in April when I've recovered from all this. Me and Johnny are planning on going and doing some fishing soon. Once I recover from this. We got fishing poles, but we don't have any tackle, and we don't have a fishing license yet, but we're going to get fishing license because we do things legally around here. We don't go fishing without fishing license around here. We just don't do that. We might drive around with expired inspection stickers. But that's about as much bad girl stuff I do. My inspection sticker has been out since last February. I did, in my defense, I did try to go get an inspection sticker a few weeks ago, and the lady said that the lights above my my license plate were out, and that she wouldn't give me an inspection sticker because of that. Yeah, so I need to go to one of them no questions asked places and get me an inspection sticker. Yeah. So I think I know one. I just haven't had time to go do that. Maybe I'll go. I got to get some cash though, because you have to pay cash for the inspection sticker. So I got one other place I can go try to get it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Depends on how I feel, really. But I did just take a pain pill before I started this, so maybe I can get in bed at a decent time. It is 11:37 p.m. So I'm gonna go in there and make me a grilled cheese sandwich. Then I'm gonna take my other antibiotic and the rest of my meds and chill and finish watching Bagoday's latest video, because I watched most of it, but I cut it off to film this. But I'm gonna watch the rest of her video and eat my grilled cheese sandwich and then probably go to bed, so that I can get up early and go send packages, and then me and Johnny can go eat some lunch, and I can go try to get my ride inspected, hopefully. Then I could be legal again, right? Riding dirty with my inspection sticker. They don't too much look at those inspection stickers. I would have already had a ticket if that was the case. Trust me. If they could pull you over strictly for your inspection sticker, they would have already got me by now. But oh, and I gotta renew my tags. I'll do that next week. It don't cost about $40 or $50 to renew tags, so I'll do that next week. It's always something, ain't it? Yeah, I've had my ride 2 years. This month, 2 years. And she's been a good one. Oh, Roxy. I know. I got a friend, subscriber friend named Roxy, and and that's what I named my van when I got it 2 years ago. I named her Roxy, mainly because that stereo system be banging. Yeah, my back windshield be doing like this. I love it though. People pull up next to me and my back windshield's doing like that, and they're looking at me like, what is she listening to? Blues music, baby. Blues music. Some Joe Bonamassa, some Stevie Ray Vaughan, some Buddy Guy, some Keb Mo, some Taj Mahal. Have I lost you yet? I tell you, I could lose myself in the blues though. So yeah. It soothes my soul. I can't even deny that. I love it so much. I listen to it when I'm doing just about everything. I put it on, there's Amazon Prime Music. I listen to it on there. And then I got a playlist. Oh yeah, in case you're interested in listening to my Joe Bonamassa and want to know what all the hubbub is about, there is a playlist on my channel page. This says JB. If you want to go see what the hubbub is about and find out why I love him so much. I'm half in love with him, by the way. If he pulled up in front of my house and asked me to marry him, I just let's go. I'd marry him tomorrow if he asked. No kidding at all. Dead serious. 500 guitar and amp collection and all. Yes, I would do it. Love that man. I feel about Joe Bonamassa like Crystal over at Bagel Day feels about Freddie Mercury. That's serious. It's serious, y'all. But if y'all want to know, there's lots of videos of concerts of his, and if you know, I mean, you know, if you like good rock blues music, you know, if you're more of a country music kind of person, then that's cool, you know. But I like guitar music. That's just me. I like some good guitar music, and there's only just a few guitarists, in my opinion, that hold a candle to him. Just a few. Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B. King. Yeah. Slash from Guns N' Roses. That joker could play. Okay? If you don't know who that is, then I'm sorry for you. One of the best guitar riffs ever. James Hetfield from Metallica. Okay? Yes. There are just a few that are on his level, but in different ways. But in my opinion, Joe Bonamassa, one of the best guitar players ever walked this earth. One of the best. Right up there in the top 5. Yes, indeed. Eric Clapton. Oh my gosh. Oh. And of course, Eric Clapton is his guitar hero. That's his you know, the one he looks up to. Jeff Beck, Art, rest in peace. He's no longer with us, but he was amazing. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm a music fanatic. I still love my 80s music. You can't beat 80s music. I don't care who you are. Sorry, Mama G, I know it's not your thing. I heard her say that on one of her videos, that she doesn't like 80s music. That's okay. I still love her. I still love Mama G. She's all right with me. Even though she don't like 80s music. It's okay. It's okay. We can't all like the same things. But I like the 60s and 70s music too. Herb Alpert in the Tijuana Brass. It was my grandfather's favorite. I have a couple of the vinyl records of that. Love it so much. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Go look it up. It's fantastic. Yes, indeed. Most of the music from Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass doesn't have any words. It's wonderful. Some of the best music you could ever listen to. And it's from the 60s. It's wonderful. Yes. And it was my grandfather's favorite. And I bought a couple of the records from eBay years ago when my boys bought me a vinyl record player. Yes, I need to plug that thing in and play some vinyl records. I love it. Nothing sounds quite like music on vinyl. Nothing in this world sounds like that. So nostalgic and wonderful. The only bad part is you got to get up and flip the record. But it's wonderful. And I love it. I even bought Joe Bonamassa' latest album on vinyl when Will and I went to see him in concert this past October. I'm hoping he comes back to Shreveport this coming October. I really do. I really hope he comes back, because I would be a lot more slim and trim. And this time I will feel like dancing in the aisles like some of those other ladies that were dancing last time. I was just watching them dance and wishing that I felt like dancing. But I didn't. I was in too much pain. It hurt to dance then. But it won't next time. So, yeah. I look forward to that. His next trip to Shreveport so that I can dance. Maybe I'll pick somebody who will go with me and dance with me. I'm hoping that me and Eva could go, because I know Eva will dance with me. That little Cajun will dance with me. All 4'11" of her, and her little size 7s. She's shrinking right along with me. Anyway, I could just talk and talk. I hope y'all don't mind my babbling. Anyway, I had the best time talking to y'all, even though y'all can't respond, but y'all will in the comments, and that means the world to me. Y'all know I love you, right? I hope you do. Spent all day not talking to anybody, and here I am just blubbering to y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, and maybe it's the pain pill kicking in. Maybe that's what's made me a little I laugh rather than cry, right? I'm starting to feel, I think the pain pill's starting to kick in. I think that's what it is. And I'm starting to feel a little relief. So that's probably why I'm a little giggly. That's a good thing. Anyway, I love y'all so much, and so does Jesus, of course. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. Mine are both on my bed over there, waiting for me to go to bed. But they don't know that I need a grilled cheese and some more medicine for that. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Love you. Bye.